Good afternoon, Parkland. This is Beth and Jason with this week's edition of the Bulletin. Jason's on his deck. I'm in my den, so we're trying to keep you updated on things that involve church, even though we're not at church. So first of all, Sunday morning, Pastor Chris did a sermon from his living room, and Lisa kind of watched numbers, and I think there were, Jason, what'd you say, 125-ish between Facebook and YouTube. Is that how it was?
Somewhere in that number, yes.
Yeah. So I thought that went very well. It was very easy to follow, and the sound was very clear. Yeah. So if you did not join us on the 8th, is that right? No, on the 1st. On the 1st for the service, then you make sure you join us this week on the 8th, because we're going to continue to do that. Jason, how are you doing at home?
Oh, it's been kind of crazy. My poor dining room is trashed with all of the stuff that I've brought home to work with. It's given me an opportunity, though, to catch up on some computer stuff that I've been needing to get caught up on, as far as getting our new presentation software up and running and playing around with that. So it's been good. And I am so thankful that we have had all of the things in place for us as far as the contact tracing, so we could have, because we've had to be at home because of this COVID stuff, we've kind of kept it really narrowly focused, and I think that's helped limit the spread. So thank you, everyone, for continuing to help us in all of this, these things that you think may be crazy, but in the end, it actually works out really, really well, and we can quickly pinpoint if there is a problem and limit the spread really fast. So
right, and you will be glad to know that all of this, that we have one staff person that tested positive, but the rest of us have all tested negative. So we're basically fine. We're just working from home. So yeah, Pastor Chris told us to go in, I guess it was last Friday or Saturday, and he said, go in and take everything out of the office that you need to work from home for a week or so. Well, the office looks like we've been robbed. Every computer's gone. Laptops are gone. All Jason's sound stuff is gone. There's books gone. So if someone walked in, they would think, what has happened in this church? But we're just working from home, and so it's all okay. It's all okay, we promise. So Jason, what's the first thing we need to talk about today?
I guess the biggest thing that's coming up this month is the Thanksgiving boxes that will be coming up on Sunday the 20th.
I think it's the 22nd. Is that the
22nd.
Sunday before? Yeah. Okay, but what you need to know is, we talked about this a little bit last week. It's basically Thanksgiving, kind of like a picnic Thanksgiving in a box. We're going to have to pay for the stuff first, so we're asking for a $10 donation per box. And we would like for you to make those reservations by the 15th. Now, the 15th is the first Sunday that we'll be back together. So we'll continue to announce that, but you can email me and tell me how many you want, and then pay me when we get back to church. The whole world has my phone number, so you can text me, and we can do it that way. You also can go to the e-giving platform that we have, and I think there's now a line for you to check Thanksgiving box. So whatever is easiest for you, we're kind of hoping we can make some money off that, because the kids and I are praying beyond all prayer that we get to go back to camp next summer. So if you would like to join us for Thanksgiving lunch in a box at your house, just let us know somehow what method. You could even call the church and leave a message, because I think Lisa or one of us is kind of stopping by every day, every other day, to get the mail and process checks and that kind of stuff. So if you just want to call the church and leave a message, that's fine too, whatever you're more comfortable with. Does that sound right, Jason?
That sounds right. And it's kind of a really neat, we're continuing on with a Thanksgiving tradition that we've had for so many years, but in a different way.
That's right.
So,
that's exactly
so please help our students. Camp is a milestone in a lot of people's journey in their Christian walk. And so it's a very important investment that we do for our students. So please, buy a box or two.
Buy a box. Yes, that's right.
And, then we also, because Brett is expecting, he and Scythe are expecting the arrival of Eleanor here in the next couple of days.
Yeah, right, like right now. Yes.
So it's coming soon. And so Brett will be out for a Sunday, and we need some help with the tech stuff in the gym. Everything will be set up and running, but we need help with the PowerPoints and that kind of stuff. So if you're interested in helping with that in the gym or in the sanctuary, let me know, and we'll show you what we need you to do. And it's real simple. It's a very important part of what we do, but it's very simple and a very meaningful ministry, especially if you like to be behind the scenes.
Right.
So
that'll be the 15th. And that's the first day we're all back together. And even though we know worshiping is not about how well we do with tech stuff, I would hate for us to come back on that day and not know what we're doing. So if you,
yes.
if you could help us out just a little bit, clicking through slides, listening to sounds, whatever you want to do, we'd really appreciate you volunteering for that. So just kind of think through that. You can let Jason know if you want to do that. Does that sound right?
Yep, that sounds perfect.
Okay. What else we got? Anything?
I think it's kind of a light week because thank you all for those that volunteered to help with the drive-through treat parade. Saturday would have been a stellar, beautiful day for it. But again, in the interest of safety, these things happen, and we'll just continue on. The candy, I think, is still left in the conference room. It's like almost like the rapture happened. Everything's
the candy's still there. Yes. Yes.
But I think we're going to use some of that for our birthday party for Jesus activity that we're going to do the 1st of December, pending no more quarantining that we have to do. So the candy will not go to waste because none of it has Halloween on it. We were very careful. Suzanne was very careful to not buy anything that had Halloween on it, so we could use it if we didn't use it all for the treat parade. But thank you all for helping with that. Don't throw your decorations away because we may try to get this again next year.
Yeah, when I texted the people that were going to have cars in the treat parade and explained to them why we weren't going to do it, I asked them to hang on to those decorations because next year we could add the treat parade to our indoor harvest festival and just have another element for people to participate in. So I'm going to keep the list, so we'll have it. And if you forget, I can remind you. But if you didn't get in on time this year and you've got something in mind, then you save it for next year and we'll just add it to that.
So, I mean, I think that's it for right now until we all get back in the office. Again, Thank you all so much for understanding and continuing to help us follow the instructions that we put forth. I mean, they may sound crazy, but it's in times like these where you really see the importance of following the guidelines that we've got in place. And so we are very grateful for you all helping that. And if you need any one of the staff, you know how to get a hold of us. We're here to help from afar, but we can see what we can do through the back channels and stuff as we're working from home the rest of this week.
Right.
And Sunday we'll be online again. Pastor Chris will be bringing another message from his home, and then the staff and everything will be back to normal, hopefully next Monday, the 9th of November.
Yes. Okay. All right. So before we leave you, remember,
keep Jesus first in your life
and wear your mask.
Yes.
Bye, guys.
Bye. See y'all next week.
Bye, Jason.
Bye, Beth.